Hello, fellow knights. Welcome back to another video. So, in this video, I am going to go over this article that actually spoke to me a lot because this franchise has been in the news lately of getting a new series, and that is Stargate. Apparently, Stargate SG-1 was on Netflix a few years back. I would have known because I don't think I was a Stargate fan at that time. The way I got into Stargate was through Dreamy Tabitha, who I've collaborated with a few times on Inside the Booth. I collabed with her once on her channel. I was her first guest in her painting stream, which I don't know if that stream still up. If it is, I'll link it in the description for you guys. As well as I've had her on a few times on this channel when I was called when this channel was called Phil TMNT. And so like I said, I got into Stargate because through Dreaming Tabitha, because I remember hearing her talk a lot about Stargate SG-1 when I used to talk to her, and she was telling me about how Stargate as a series was just a wonderful series. So I said, okay, fine. I'll give this a shot. I'll give this a shot. So I can't imagine when Stargate SG-1 left, a lot of people were probably upset because from a little bit I've seen of Stargate SG-1, it's a good show. So I can imagine a lot of people like booing. And so let's actually get into those articles, shall we? The Stargate is opening once again after leaving the service back in late 2022. Netflix has struck a new deal with MGM, now under Amazon, to bring all 10 seasons back to the legendary sci-fi series Stargate SG-1 to subscribers in the United States and international region. Dude, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, guess I only watched the first season, maybe first two seasons, and then for SG-1, I forgot where I was watching it from, but I've enjoyed what I've seen so far of the universe because I've seen the movie, and again, after the first season, first and a half, or first two seasons of Stargate SG-1. So this is a massive addition to the New Year's lineup. For sci-fi fans, SG-1 is often considered one of the pillars of the genre, sitting right alongside Star Trek and Doctor Who in terms of cultural impact to binge ability. We can confirm seasons 1 through 10 of Stargate SG-1 will be available on Netflix US and selected international territories starting February 15th, 2026. The United Kingdom and Latin America are among the global regions, courtesy of our friends at Portal Netflix. Canada is notably not among the region we found at the moment. If you've seen it, as Stargate SG-1 picks up where the 1994 Roland Emmerich movie left off, it follows Colonel Jack O'Neill, and his team, Dr. Daniel Jackson, Majors Samantha Carter, and Jaffa warrior Teal'c, as they explore the galaxy via an ancient alien portal. And back in the day, I'll play the trailer. I won't. I won't do the have the sound. But back in the day, I think it was like they stopped doing this. Like either like late 90s, like 1999, or like somewhere in the early 2000s, where like when a show like Stargate had like a movie, when a movie like Stargate had a TV show, they would not recast the actors from said movies because they was in a way segregate movie actors and TV actors to be two separate fields. Which is if which is why if you've seen the film, you won't see like any of the, as far as I'm aware, any of the actors who played said characters in the film to be in the TV show. Nowadays, that's a completely different story. Like for example, Cleek Greggs, I think that's his name, played Phil Coulson in the MCU, like from Iron Man 1 to Avengers. We all know, I guess if you don't know, spoiler alert, to like a movie that's like 12 years old at this point of this video, died in Avengers 1. I'm hoping he'll come back in Avengers and Doomsday, but he died in the first Avengers. Then ABC decided to like, I think it was like a 6 to 8 season run. It's maybe like it's about 6 to 8 seasons of Agents of Shield, and Agent Coulson was in that show. Still played Clay, uh, but the same guy who played Coulson in the movies. That's my point. So I know at some point they stopped segregating movie actors and TV actors, and now it's just like all one. If that makes sense. Anywho, if you had never seen it, long-time subscribers who will remember that SG-1 had a previous run stay on Netflix US. The show returned to Netflix in late 2020, but was removed on December 1st, 2022 after a 2-year stint. The licensing deal expired, and Amazon, which acquired MGM in 2022, consolidated its library for Prime Video. We had predicted at the time we would never see the show again on Netflix, but that's not the case. At this moment, the new licensing deal covers the only Stargate SG-1, the spin-offs, the Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe, remain exclusively on Prime Video, Pluto TV, and some regions. For now, although, we wouldn't roll out their editions either. However, if SG-1 performs well enough on a return, it wouldn't be surprising if Pegasus Galaxy Expedition Atlantis follows suit later in 2026. The series is one of the several expected to make its way onto Netflix in the US and internationally from MGM Television, as recently confirmed by the Amazon representatives to the Trace following our reporting. It begins by Hunters, the Prime Video series El Pacino in the US, followed by Fargo in selected international territories in December. The Man in the High Castle is also reportedly among the upcoming titles that we don't know about. I'll let you guys read the rest. As per usual, I'll put a link to the article in the chat for you guys. But like this article said, on February 15th, which is 7 days before my birthday, it's going. Stargate SG-1 is going to make a return to Netflix, and it's going to be all the seasons. So those of you who love binge watching, like myself, can binge watch Stargate either for the first time in completion, like myself, or if you guys are mega fans of the series, you guys can do it for like the umpteenth time. And so, like I said, as a person who begun to watch Stargate SG-1, this is exciting because I think I did end up watching the movie, the first one, anyways, because I was a special guest. I think either was a guest, special quote unquote guest, special guest on Inside the Booth, or they were doing a stream about it. I think that's what the case, and I ended up or like I ended up somehow watching it. Like I said, it was. I do believe it was like something Dreaming Tabitha related that inspired me to watch it. So I don't know if it's a review where Inside the Booth was doing, and Dreaming Tabitha was so happened to be on there. So I don't know. Point is, I watched the film. I liked it. I watched SG-1. The episodes I did watch, I enjoyed. So that said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow knights later.